What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Masculine Energy. Thank you for joining me, and I really have a good topic for you guys. It's probably the most important thing I'll ever talk about because it's such a fundamental thing that goes behind getting shit done. And as you can tell by the title of this, it is about pure extreme focus. Now, why is this so important? And what does this have to do with my channel? Let me just kind of give you a bit of backstory about my breakups and how I got to where I am. So if I never went through the breakups and the shit and the turmoil that I went through, all the heartbreak and all the hard times, I wouldn't be where I am today, 100%. The shit that I went through was hard. And this isn't me crying about it. This is just me letting you guys know that hard times make you change, and hard times force you to adapt to a new reality and force you to change, and they force you to think differently. In a way, breakups can be good. In a way, breakups can actually teach you more because it's a failure. Failures teach you more than successes do. And when you fail at something, like having a relationship with somebody, that cuts you deep because you invested so much. You invested so much time, resources, money, hanging around people you don't even really like, you know what I mean? Shit like that to make the other person happy. And when that goes away, when that goes out the door, when that goes out the window, that hurts. And that hurts you deeply because you can't get your time back. You feel the breakup and you feel like the loss, and you just feel like shit. What you can take from breakups is when you fail and you are hurt, no matter what happens, you'll get over it eventually. And then what you're supposed to do is take the lessons from said breakup or death in the family. That's not really a failure, but that's something that you can still use to your advantage to maybe learn what to and what not to do from their life. Have sort of like a sponge mentality, and especially when you're trying to become better. When you're trying to become better, you can actually learn a lot from other people and not have to go through experiences. The thing is, you have to really understand yourself and do some soul searching. Get what do you really want from this life? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? If your life seriously consists of you going to work 9 to 5 or whatever you do, and then you come home and watch some Netflix because you're tired and drained from your job, which I understand about the draining part, you're literally a product of your own choices. Every choice you make every single day from when you get out of bed is your choice. You can literally choose to read a book. You can choose to watch YouTube videos. You can choose and you control your life and the way that your life direction goes. Now, this matters because when you go through a breakup, the choices that you make afterwards and the lessons that you learn are going to help push you forward and get you to become better. When you go through a breakup, you come out the other side a better person. You always do. Unless, you end up going to jail because you lose your mind because you think that there was somebody else or whatever, right? What you should be doing after a breakup is becoming the best version of yourself. It's impossibly hard sometimes, right? I get it. You're like, I just want to sit in bed and cry for 3 weeks. Okay. Make that choice. Again, that's a choice. If you need that, go for it, but you can't stay stuck like that. I want to talk to you guys about what focus and extreme focus can do and maybe what the difference between those two is. So you guys have a ton of choices to every single day to consider. Now, the world's billionaires and top 1% and the people that are super rich understand this concept deeply. You're not supposed to make even 10 to 15 choices per day, especially when you're trying to grow something. You only want to make about 2 to 3 choices, decisions. And you're probably like, what the fuck? That's weird. But I'm not talking about automatic ones, like going to take a piss. Okay. I'm talking about ones that are take energy out of you to do. Limiting them is something that you're going to have to figure out yourself because it depends on what your lifestyle is like, but you have to align those things that you're going to eliminate with what you want your life to be like. So if you want to become extremely fit, the eliminations that you have to make are, you have to sacrifice more time to go to the gym and be in the gym, and you got to sacrifice going out and eating at restaurants. There's just shit you got to sacrifice depending on what your goals are. I can't tell you everything about this topic because it really depends on you, and I can explore that with you if you join my coaching program. That'll all be down below, by the way. So having extreme focus on something will bring that idea or whatever into your head. So I'll give you a perfect example of my experiences. So with this channel, I wanted to, my initial goal, and you'll pivot as you go on, but my initial goal was to have a relationship channel. Then it turned into like kind of like a health, wealth, money. I called it mind, body, attraction. Not anymore. And now I called it masculine energy because I wanted to take a stand. I want to stand with a certain, I want to sit on one side and kind of just stand there. And kind of pick a side, so to speak. And it's not because I don't like women or anything like that. It's just I see an underserved audience at the moment. I want to help them. That's really it. That's really fucking it. But if you look at what I've done in the past 6 months, you will be amazed on how much you can grow and how much you learn. Okay, so if you focus on one thing, you learn so much about that one thing. And then you realize all the other shit you think matters falls off at the wayside. So there are friends that you will lose that didn't really matter, that the friendships didn't serve you. They weren't even really your friend to begin with. Bet you have friends who don't give a flying fuck about you. You'll start to learn who your real friends are. So when you only focus on a couple of things, so again, with this channel, I wanted to have 100 videos out by a specific amount of time. Those 100 videos now are going to easily push me past 1,000 subscribers off of 100 videos. That took me like one video per day for a bit, and sometimes I didn't even make videos. Sometimes I made 3. Like today, this is my 3rd video I'm making today, and some of them don't make it on my channel because some of them are kind of inappropriate, and not like in a dirty way or anything like that. Just sometimes I go a little bit crazy with the topics, and they need to be they need to be premium content, so to speak, because it really goes into certain concepts and certain things that just YouTube's not going to appreciate. With that being said, having a lot of knowledge in a certain subject and having a lot of you got to research something and you got to have something to talk about if you want to do something like this. If you put a lot of time in, you can make something serious happen within a year or even with 2 years or even a year. If you really, really crack down and you really focus. So you have to write down everything that you're doing every single day. So you probably get up and go to work. You brush your teeth, you take a shower, you do certain things that are automatic, your routines, right? But you have to come up with something that you really want. Anybody can do what I do. Anybody can blog. So if you want to make money online, you write, you make videos, and you podcast. One of those 3 pillars. Okay. And if you want to maximize, you do all 3. Basically, people are going to be looking for the specific content you're making. So if you want to focus hard and you want to have like 300 videos out in a year, which is you're missing only like 65 days of not making a video. That sounds difficult to some people, but that sounds easy. To me, that sounds really easy because I've already done it. But you guys have to find your like way and your groove and how you're going to do content, right? I focused on this, and when I look back at the last 6 months, I'm like, what did I miss out on? Nothing. Really, nothing. Sometimes I missed out on like 1 or 2 parties that my friends had, but I told them, I said, look, this is what I'm doing. And I still went to some of them because again, I have time, but a lot of you guys aren't going to be able to make videos every day, and that, or focus on a different thing every day. Cause maybe you have kids, maybe you have a crazy job that takes up a lot of your time. You have to sacrifice somewhere. Something has to give in order for you to become better. What I want you guys to take from this video is anything is possible if you focus on it. So you just can't be going home and playing fucking video games. You're in control of your life. The biggest fucking problem is when people go to school, they have their hands held. And I was never good at school. I was never good at taking orders from people. I was never good at that. I'm a bad employee. But when it comes to business and stuff, I like being able to have my own fucking schedule. I like some days I don't want to work, and some days I'll work 3 times as hard. It depends on what my fucking mood and my energy levels are like. So I make those choices. And when I look back at the last 6 months, I am so fucking proud of myself for doing this. And I'm going to continue to do more and more and more. And I'm making 3 videos today. Like today is a very productive day when it comes to video making, but I can still do more. And then there's some days, guys, where I don't feel like doing any videos, and I just take care of my clients and I just make sure they're taken care of on my phone. And look, I'm telling you, after 6 months of doing this, I've made enough money where I can actually supplement my income and start paying for some serious bills. I'm telling you guys, just with this alone, I have 2 other businesses. Those are great But this is where I'm really the happiest. And again, I've made enough money because I knew kind of what I was doing. I did a lot of research into how to, build a brand on YouTube and how to kind of like talk to an audience and stuff. But that's not really the point. I focused hard on a goal. My goal was I want to be able to quit my 9-to-5 job whenever I want to. And I pretty much can now. You know what I mean? Like I can do really whatever I want to do. It's just, again, you're going to be afraid because you're going to be, for maybe you left school or maybe you have kids or maybe somebody depending on you. Something again has to give. And you got to be, if you work a 9-to-5 job, you're working 40 hours a week. And when you get home from work, you got to be fucking focusing on your next goal. Write down your goals and write down exactly what you want to do. If you want to make money online, well, I can teach you how to do it, but it's going to cost you money because when somebody teaches you something, they want to make sure that their time isn't being wasted teaching it to you. If I were to teach somebody something for free, which I've done before, I used to teach people shit for free just because I was trying to be nice, and then they don't fucking listen to you because they're like, they don't value the time because they don't have skin in the game. But when you pay for something, I'm rewarded with my time to teach it to you, and you now have skin in the game to make some shit happen. If you focus and you do something, you can make a business, a really, really good business in like 1 year, 2 years. Not even. It doesn't take much at all. You'll be so proud of yourself and you'd be so surprised with how far you've come and how many people you help. That's the most important part for me is I always wanted to help people. And look at my subscription. Like most people in my field are charging by the hour. I'm doing it monthly and I'm giving more time than ever. And I'm still able to make videos and I'm still able to help these guys and I'm still able to work a day job and I'm still able to have a good relationship and I'm still able to do all those things because I'm able to focus on them. And I can choose when to focus on one thing more and when to focus on another thing more. So what you focus on, you have to eliminate the things that don't fucking matter. If you're sitting there watching some sort of fucking YouTube channel all day that doesn't help you grow, you have to say, okay, I'm only going to watch this shit on Sundays. 6 days a week, I'm dedicating 5 hours a day to growth and learning something new because you can set yourself up for life later. So if you're in your 20s and your 30s right now and you're watching this video, even your fucking 40s, it doesn't really matter. You can start something great online and get it done in 2 years. Not even. If you went hard and you started doing this shit, like content creation, and again, if you guys are interested in that, let me know. And I'll teach it to you, but again, it's going to cost you something. You do this, you can set yourself up for life. So if you have a monetary like goal, if you want to make like look and think about everyone wants to be a fucking millionaire because that's like a certain cool number, but you have no idea how easy your life would be even making $500,000 a year, $400,000 a year, and that's not hard if you have multiple businesses. And you can just hire some VAs. Overseas to help you run your business, and they charge you can charge them like nothing to help you run your business. See, and you guys have no idea how fucking awesome this shit can be. And you're helping people. Imagine the time that you free up to spend now. Like say you did make $300,000 a year, $400,000 a year. You're making so much money monthly. If you're making $500,000 a year or $400,000 a year, you're making some people's salaries monthly. You can literally go and travel the rest of your life and spend. Actually, what's the coolest part is you can run your business, now travel and hang out with your kids, family, friends, whatever you want to do, party your ass off, coke and horse. You can do whatever the fuck you want. The best part is you're not a slave anymore. You're not a slave to fucking 9 to 5 and modern day fucking bullshit. You can choose to do whatever you want. And the great part is you'll become so proud of yourself and you'll only want to become better. But because you guys are in slumps and you guys are like, doing 9 to 5, working for somebody else, and you're not growing, inside, you can fucking feel it. Your gut is smart. And there are days where you guys probably go to work and you're like, I really don't fucking want to go right today. And that's not because you're tired. It's because you're not focused on your goals. You're not focused on becoming better. And your body and your brain know. They know that you need to be doing more. And if you want to do more, it's so possible. Okay, but pure extreme focus will get you guys there, and you guys can easily create something that will help empower other people. You're good at something. Everybody here is good at something, right? I'm cutting this video out now, but if you guys want to learn a bit more, the coaching's all down below, and email me at masculineenergy27@gmail.com, and I can teach you how to do all this shit and change your fucking life. Done.